25th, 2026, and I don't know why I'm on here, but I felt led to log on, so let's see what happens. Let's see where this goes. This is not very new to me. It's just been a minute since I've been feeling promptings in the spirit and impromptu instructions, and this is one of them. So I'm on here for a reason. Someone's gonna log on and need to share something or need to hear a word. So yeah, how's your Sunday? How's your weekend? How was your week? Are you ready for next week? How was January? So many questions. Just wanted to see how everyone was doing. I have definitely had some time in the Word. I've had some time in the Spirit, and I've definitely enjoyed this weekend. I was off the last 2 days, so I got some time to rest and recover. And the Lord's He's just been showing me so much, you guys. Like, I knew this time was coming actually for this year. I think He's going to be showing me a lot of stuff. So, how's it going? Who are you? You said mom. Is this one of my children? I should say mom or ma'am. Y'all, I wouldn't be surprised. My sons have different YouTube channels, so. Hello, welcome. Anyways, I'm doing an impromptu live. And I'm just gonna see how the spirit flows, you guys. I just have to let it go. However it's gonna go. It is Sunday, and actually this is the first Sunday. Well, hello, sir. How are you? This is the first Sunday I've had off in a long time. My schedule at my day job has been very different the last many weeks since I had my surgery. So I've been adjusting to that, but previously I used to actually have weekends off. So I kind of got pampered with having my Sunday, my Sabbath day to just rest and recover and get ready for the work week. And then of course with my schedule, with my real work, my true work, which is She's Restored and Sonia the Leave It a Sound. I had more of like a regular fixed schedule, but everything's been different, you guys. So I'm learning to just kind of embrace the unpredictabilities. I'm actually not somebody that likes that. I'm actually I like routine. I like schedule. I also like, I do like impromptu, improvisational stuff. That's also part of me. But when it comes to like work and, my calendar, I do like organization. So, hi everybody, welcome. Good to see you guys. I see y'all hopping in the chat. Carla, Flaxy, Joaquin, Minecraft. Good to have you guys here. And everybody else that's watching, welcome. If you're new, my name is Ruby, and this is my channel, and I talk about a little bit about a lot, mostly on the inner healing journey, and a lot on music, art, creativity, therapeuticals, and a lot of spiritual stuff, a lot of prophetic stuff. So welcome if you're new. I invite you to be a part of the She's Restored family. And so yeah, we're wrapping up January. This is crazy. January's been a weird month, I feel like, but it's also been a good month of transition. this was the month of unity. That was what I got in my spirit, that there was going to be a lot of unity in our lives. So I pray that that's happened for you. I might set my phone down in a minute, you guys. But yeah, this is the month of unity, and I've definitely been seeing some things come together for me. So I pray that over you as well. I've been getting a lot of revelations about this year that I will be sharing probably starting in February. This is another thing. Sometimes I get stuff and I'm not, it's not that I can't release it. I can. It's just, it needs to be done in divine timing. So sometimes I have to wait on sharing some stuff. And this is one of those things. I'm going to have to wait. Bye. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for asking. So yeah, 2026, it is the year of new beginnings squared. I've been saying this for a while. We're in this new dimension. It truly is a new dimension, you guys. I'm starting to see things very differently in a lot of areas, per revelation from the Spirit, and it's awesome. It's exciting. That's great. I'm glad you're doing well too. But yeah, you guys feel free to share anything. I pretty much titled this unexpected. I don't know what I titled it, but you guys can ask anything. I am here to answer or talk about anything you'd like. I don't, actually. I don't know about Hindu gods, Flaxy. Well, other than Buddha. I'm familiar with Buddha. Actually, I'm a little familiar with Taoism and Buddhism. Those are probably the two, and mostly because of my college days, philosophy class, and just books that I've read over the years. But yeah, if there's anything you want to share, feel free. 2026, new beginnings dimension. There's a lot happening, you guys, that's beyond us. And I think that's one of the things that I'm truly embracing in these revelations that I've been getting, which I'll be sharing soon. Probably I want to say next week, but maybe the week after that. I'm going to be sharing some things during my scheduled lives, or just videos if I upload videos. By the way, yes, my voice, I feel it's probably the cold. I don't know where you guys are in the world, but I'm in Texas and we definitely got some snow, which is awesome. We haven't had that in a while. And, or actually, I don't think I've seen snow since we've been in Georgetown. But certainly not here. We haven't seen the snow until this weekend. So it's pretty. It's nice to see it. And thankfully we're safe and warm. But how are you guys doing? Where are you guys from? Everybody that's in the chat and everybody that's watching. Feel free to hop on and say hello. And that's very nice, Joaquin. That's a nice thing to say, and I agree with that, for real. Truly, truly. I'd like to know what prompted you to say that. I'm going to say this. I'm actually going to share what he said. He said, "A true gentleman never leaves his lady." That's interesting. I'd like to know why you wanted to share that. From India, that's awesome. I've never been to India, actually. I've had Indian food though. I think I've had some in the States, but my first time having Indian food was in London. No surprise, I guess. There's a lot of Indian restaurants over there. Oh, my little sticker is here. Oh. Oh man. It's gone again. But that's okay. So yeah. What time is it over there, you guys? Or wherever you guys are? Where is everyone at? I'm gonna get my book. I might sit you guys down in a second. But yeah, so I've had some time today, this afternoon, to just settle my mind. Or this weekend, actually. I had some time to settle my mind and kind of sort through some stuff, which is very important for us. I've been sharing this for a little bit. But I'd like to know, what are some spiritual practices that you guys have to keep yourself in good mental and emotional health and physical health, actually? What are some things that you like to do to keep you in a state of peace? Because as I've shared, peace itself is spiritual, so we must have that. But there are things that we can do to keep us grounded in a spirit of, or a space, I should say, a space of peace. One of the biggest things I've been sharing, of course, is to unplug and to kind of just allow yourself to go into things that bring you joy. Things that bring you joy. Now, I'm an artist, I'm a creative person, and it's just in my DNA, I can't help it. So I usually do something creative to allow my essence and my energy to flow naturally, because really that's the true joy, is to be in your essence and flowing in there, in that uninhibited space. But I'm also a writer, and one of the things that I am constantly doing, and it doesn't matter if it's poetry, which really for me is kind of like journaling, it's self-dialogue, only because I haven't released a lot of it in quite some time, but I'm going to. Or if it's writing for my classes, or spiritual downloads that I get, that I write in my books that I have, revelations, and as I call them, love letters and warnings from the Lord. I'm constantly writing. In fact, right now I'm not writing and I have my pen. And I don't know if I can flip my phone around, but my journal is right here next to me. But anyways, how about you guys? What are some things and practices that you have to keep you in a spirit, in a space of quiet, calm, serene? I'm gonna set my phone down now. There. What are some things that you guys like to do? By the way, if you're interested in writing, or you are a writer, I do have a class that I call Novelty Notes Journaling. It is basically a journaling class, and I think I have my classes for $7 a sesh this year. But basically I have 4 realms that I get into when it comes to journaling, and how it can be a benefit and a blessing to you, especially on a daily basis, where you're able to, in a sense, declutter your mind, either at the start of the day or at the end of the day or at the middle of the day, whatever works for you. And then we get into 4 realms of how this self-dialogue can bring you a lot of healing and a lot of centering in your mind and in your heart and in your spirit. So if you're interested in that, feel free to go to my description and find my Instagram or any of my videos. I'm sure I've shared it on here before, but yeah. But my classes are Mondays through Fridays, typically. I have lots of different classes, but they are $7 a session. And of course, I'm still doing my one-to-ones. So if you're interested in the inner healing journey, or you're just in a space where you're kind of going through some stuff and you want someone to talk to, or you're serious about managing your anxiety or depression, all kinds of stuff, you guys. I do a lot of one-to-ones, so feel free to reach out to me, shesrestored@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to set something up for you. I am holding a special price. It is not the $25 discount that I had last year. I actually put my prices back to kind of the norm of what I usually charge, because that's kind of how I felt led. But this is actually a discounted price for January, which it's a little bit of a shock to me, y'all, because I have always, one of the things that's very important to me is to make sure that when I'm offering services that they're affordable, because I feel like you should never not be able to take care of your health because you don't have money. And even so, even when I go to a higher rate, I will work with your budget, because that's just me. That's how I am. So, but yeah, if you're interested in one-to-ones, feel free to reach out, and I would be honored. I would be honored to walk alongside you guys. Can't single and... Oh, well, thanks for sharing that. Anybody in the chat? So yeah. What else? Yeah, one of the words that keeps circling around in my spirit lately, because I feel like I'm gonna get into this. I'm still talking about peace in our Mind Heart Mondays. Maintaining your peace. We're not done with that series. So this has kind of been thematic for me, though, this peace, because I have been feeling like this new season, it's not even a season, you guys. This is what I'm trying to explain. It's not a season. It's not, seasons are temporary, remember? Seasons are winter, spring, summer, and fall, which are typically a few months. We're in a new dimension. And as I was sharing last year and the year before that and the year before that, that the years of 2023 through 2025 was essentially a long year. It was a span of time that God was doing stuff in our lives. And there was a completion that was happening. Okay, so as we've entered 2026, we are in a new span of time, but this is also not only just a new span of time, it's a new dimension. So things are going to be, if they are not already revealed to you as out of the norm, they're about to be. And this is a corporate word. This is not just a personal word, although it is, for me, a personal word. Things are going to be out of the ordinary, like in a big way. This is what I call New Beginning Squared. And when I see squared, I literally mean squared, like double of what it is. So last year, or actually it was 2024. 2024 was the year I called New Beginnings. And again, if y'all are new, I'm big on numbers. I read numbers like I read books, and I see the message, and I get what's being shown to me. So 2026 is 8 squared, which means whatever new beginning that has been started in your life, you can expect double portion of that. Now again, this is personal. You might have to rewind to 2024 and see what God was doing in your life then. Or perhaps that is just kind of like a reference point, and it's totally different this year. I'm not sure what that is for you, but I would definitely encourage you to pray about it and seek Him on it. And I'm trying to remember if I even released the overview for, I think I did like a miniature overview for this year, but I don't recall releasing an actual video on this, which I'm probably going to do before the end of January, because that's very important to me to share that before the end of this month. Because February, like I said, I already have insight on February, and I might not have time to release this personally. But other than that, I just wanted to say hello. Essence. Did I share the word yet? Essence. Essence is the word that's on my spirit. I've shared on this a lot, you guys, actually. And I don't know if I have a video on here. I think I might. If I don't, I'm going to re-upload it, where I teach you on essence, energy, and existence. You know what? I'm going to do a series on it. Yeah. I'm going to do a series on it. I just actually finished, well, not just, I think I did it a few months ago. But I did kind of a series on this with my Soñado Libre family, which, by the way, you guys, I am preparing our workshop, so get excited about that. For both communities, I'm going to be doing our workshops coming up pretty soon. With Essence. Oh, is there something else? Sorry, I wasn't sure if you guys said anything else. Essence is the word I'm leaving with you this Sunday, and carrying it into your new week. I'll be back for Mind Heart Mondays tomorrow, and we're going to wrap up our teaching on maintaining your peace. So if you want to catch up, I have videos on here for the first few videos. I'm not sure how many I've done already, but if you want to catch up and see what that's all about. And then, yeah, we're going to wrap this week solid teachings, solid equipping your spirit, soul, and body for this year. And this is the month of unity, so I pray that, again, if you feel like there's some things in your life that you don't feel are connected or whole or in oneness with yourself, I pray that you find that before the end of this month, and you begin to assimilate that as we enter the month of agreement, which is February. All right. I think that's all, you guys. If you need anything, feel free to reach out to me, choosyourstart@gmail.com. If you feel like asking me any questions, do not hesitate. I am here, and my calendar is still open for one-to-one sessions if you're interested. And don't hesitate, okay? This is what I did while we were talking. All right, I'll be back tomorrow for my Heart Mondays. Have a good night. Be well. Take care of each other. And love y'all. Bye.